sense.
You're on.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
What day is it?
29th.
Okay, it's December 29th. I'm calling the Selectmen's work session to order. What I was saying was, if we look at the warrant articles that were presented, we presented $997,125. And we have to back the $43,000 out of the road prep and paving and put that back into the ARPA grant money. So we still have it.
Is that what, is that what we took from ARPA to cover the,
Well, we took a bunch of money out of the ARPA money for different things, but
well, we took it out, took some off for paving overages?
yeah, neighborhood paving, so 25, 37, 38, $41,000, or 42,587, I guess there's the number.
I think that's the amount that we should,
We need to take, well, we just need to zero the line out,
okay.
cause if we don't, it's just gonna pop back into the,
Yeah, but we can't, even if it's a penny, we can't put back more from the ARPA funds than we took out, right? Or can we?
yeah, it's just a bookkeeping entry.
Okay.
Well, I mean, we'll go over it with Kathy, maybe it's 42,587, it's still, I mean, we're within $800 of 43,000.
Mm-hmm.
And that still leaves us unspent at, yeah, it should work out to 287,000, let's see, 308.
But
Oh, no,
are we gonna be getting bills after the first of the year that are gonna be for December?
Not for the warrant articles.
Not for warrant articles,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
So, I just lost my train of thought. 4314, 43,
Sorry.
413. So 7, 7, 6, 4, 6. So 264,000. It's pretty close. Yeah, because we took 10 grand of the Union Wharf money and put it into the design and legal. So we're still putting back into the undesignated fund balance $264,677 that we had budgeted but didn't get spent because the Union Wharf, or not, no. Yeah, because
Yeah,
the Union
Union
Wharf
Wharf.
project didn't go through, didn't move. So if you take the 308,090 balance that they're showing on this page.
Yep.
And add to that the 43,413, or subtract from that the 43,413, because this is a positive number. We're gonna take that out and move it over to the ARPA funds. That leaves us with a balance, this balance should read 264,677. So our first warrant article for Union Wharf is 287,500.
Well, shouldn't it read at least, why is it less than, the 276,876.78?
Because this is all the money we have. It doesn't have to balance, but our intention was that the money that's going back in is unspent. Okay, to answer the question more clearly, the police department overspent for their cruiser by $17,000.
Mm-hmm.
So if you add 17,000 for that. Yeah. 281,677.
Okay, that's better.
You know, that's why it's working in that direction.
And then you take out the $5,000 contingency, which we haven't touched, and that should equal somewhere around the 276, 876.
Yeah, I guess it would. But in reality, the amount of money going back into contingency is 264,677. We're asking the voters in March for 287,500, all to come out of the undesignated fund balance.
Right.
So that works. Okay. Do you want us to do the minutes, Cammy?
The only minutes you have are the non-publics from,
Okay, I'm gonna make a motion that we approve the minutes of December 19th. They're
The non-public minutes?
non-public session.
They need
You need to
a
second.
second for discussion. They
Okay.
need to remain sealed.
They will, until we unseal them.
Okay.
But we'll make them sealed when we go back into public, out of the vote here. So it's been motioned and seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. I make a motion that these minutes remain sealed.
Second?
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. So that's done. Was there I know we came in to sign, Cammy, but was there money that we had to continue to save here?
Lake Street, Lake Road.
Lake Road,
yes.
excuse me. And what is our plan on Lake Road?
I have no idea.
Okay, what are our options then? Let's start with that.
Kathy gave you all the printouts, I don't know. And she also needs to re-encumber,
Okay, that's more important.
Kathy needs to re-encumber the, amount of money for her carpet, because he was not able to come.
Okay. So where are my encumbrances? Right there.
Yeah, in your email to me last week, it just says that we need to encumber Lake Street and any
Okay.
other unfinished business.
Yep.
There's no amounts,
All right,
so I
so
don't know where the money is.
I'm gonna make a motion that we encumber the $1,625 on 4194 for carpeting in the town office.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
What, just review
Okay.
why it wasn't spent?
It wasn't spent because the guy got sick.
He had to have surgery on his back.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, so this is a
So-
contract that we have, something that's
Yeah,
ready
it's
to
all
go.
set to
It was
go.
supposed to be done last
It's just put up.
week or the week before, and he had
Okay.
to have surgery.
Okay.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, Lake Street, Lake Road and permitting. We need to re-encumber the $25,000.
He found it. Good
Okay,
job.
4909. I'm gonna make a motion that we encumber $25,000 on 4909
Second.
Lake Road.
4909,
That's what I'm seeing, 4909.
okay.
All those in favor? Aye. And I think that's, did she,
Yes. Yep. Be right back.
Mm-hmm.
I hate this fucking, excuse me, this COVID stuff. Cause the other thing I wanted to make sure was we have non-lapsing warrant articles on, at different times over the last few years for the police station. And I just didn't want one of them to run out of its non-lapsing time, cause you gotta set a time. And I think 5 years is the maximum on those.
And then you can give it back to the voter to ask for more time, right?
At that point, yeah.
Okay.
At that point, it goes back into the, fund, and you have to ask for it. You have to do it all over again, and it would be nice if we didn't have to go through that on the police station.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what we're doing here. Okay, so we got the encumbrances done.
They're spraying her office,
Okay.
Kathy's office.
Oh, oh, for COVID?
Yeah. Sanitizing it.
Okay, so that's that. So we had a total of $997,000. And I was gonna do that math too. Okay, did you register a vote on that encumbrance?
Yes, I did.
Okay,
Did I see Andy here, or was it just these guys?
I heard Andy, but I think he was just making copies. Do you want me to see if he's in his office?
I don't know. Do we want to have a discussion about the overage on the cruiser?
yeah. Would you mind doing that?
Going to get him?
Kayla? Yeah.
Okay.
If he's there.
Yeah.
5,000, 100,000.
He just
Okay.
pulled out.
All right. So where I was going, Bob, what we currently have for gonna hit the taxpayer warrant articles is 669,250. Last year we were at 900 and whatever it was. I had it right here.
Yeah, but we're not done.
No, I know we're not done, but just so that we can have a running tally. Okay. So are those all the encumbrances that we're worried about?
Yes, Lake
Okay.
Street and Kathy's carpet.
Okay.
Can we? There's roughly $15,000 left from the money that wasn't spent towards the fireproof filing cabinets,
Yeah.
if I remember correctly.
Okay.
I know we can't encumber it because we don't.
Yeah, well,
But can we put in the warrant article that we're gonna?
yeah, we're gonna continue to do warrant articles for another couple of weeks. So the reason for these is to give the budget committee something to start with next Tuesday.
Yeah, I get that, but the question is, if that's gonna cost, let's just say $50,000,
Right.
can we ask the voter to take $15,000 that we didn't spend from the undesignated fund balance, because
It gets really complicated. Well, you can do that, but it's not being, it's cleaner if you let the stuff that goes into the fund balance, you take it out on October and use it to reduce the amount of taxes. We did that this October and we decided not to take anything out of the fund balance. But over the course of the last 6 years, we've taken hundreds of thousands of dollars out. Cause it's really the taxpayers' money.
no, I realize
Um,
that, but the only reason I'm asking, because it's money that was unspent on
It's just
something that we intended to do.
It's just a slippery slope from my perspective. And
Mhm.
you can certainly make the motion and do the rest of it when we get around to talking about it. When I started, Sunquist had this whole program of taking money out of the fund balance to pay for things. And it's just, oh, so we get it for free? You know, that's kind of the voter's perspective.
Yeah,
You know, we
it's
don't
not
have to
for
pay
free.
anything for it. You already paid for it.
Mm.
And it's just, if you keep doing that, then you lose control of your warrant articles. I mean, we should be looking at, that's gonna cost 50 grand. If the voters pass it, it should be added to this number. It gives us the grand total.
I understand, and I appreciate.
That's where I'm coming from, but I'm willing to be convinced.
Discussion for another day?
It has to be, because
Okay,
I think we got enough to do,
okay.
and, I mean, I'd like to take the 17 grand that the fucking police department paid, but I can't do that.
Okay.
All right, yeah, so we'll put a list together for, is that 23 up there that I'm looking at?
Yeah.
So our next meeting is
No.
not, okay,
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
It's underneath, is the 9th.
the 9th? Okay, that's fine, you have to. So our next meeting would be the 9th. So let's,
4:30?
But,
is that a
Fine.
night, a 4:30 meeting?
is a,
It's the first one of the month. We do the 9th, 16th?
no, that's a 9 o'clock. The 9th is a 9 o'clock.
Why?
Because it's supposed to be the first, second, and fourth,
Yeah,
and the second one is always the 9 o'clock one. But because there's a holiday, now that becomes,
why don't we just shift the whole month? Cause that's a 5 Monday month.
Well, it is and it isn't, because you've got the 16th or the 17th or whatever that is,
there's another
16th.
holiday.
So there's 4, if we do the 9th, 16th,
16th is another holiday that we're closed.
Yes.
So we're closed the 2nd and we're closed the 16th.
what's the 16th?
It's,
It's Martin Luther King Day.
right, so we only got,
So we have the
23rd.
9th and the
9th, 20
23rd.
And what about the 30th?
You can do the 30th.
and we
if
can
you'd
do the
like.
30th. Yeah, we're gonna have to, because, yeah. So we'll do 3 meetings. It doesn't matter, I mean, I know it matters to you, but I've talked to Jane, and she's more than willing to
Doesn't matter to me.
pick those night meetings up if it makes your life
Doesn't matter
easier.
to me at all.
And it might be a good idea to have her do that. Well, you're gonna have a lot to do this month, that's all I'm thinking. At any rate, where I was going was not the schedule, it was, let's put together a list of things that we wanna bring up, like, you wanna bring up the fire suppression. We need to bring up, capital reserve for the fire engine, not the car one. And,
Phone system.
phone system, loader or no loader at the transfer station? Or do we put a capital reserve together for that? I mean, we got some latitude going there. And then hopefully we'll hear from the solar people before the end of the month, so we can put something out there. I think they're all gonna come in somewhere around 300 grand, so we just do 300 less 30% from the feds. But we need to get them, I think we need to set a goal of the 23rd for a pretty comprehensive list of what our wants are. And then go through it, do the math, figure out what the impact is, and then generate, I may be pissed off enough between now and then to not put any money in the police cruiser fund, which is now upside down by $17,000. Anyway,
Tom Sawyer would like a meeting next week with you guys. I talked to Bob about it.
Tom Sawyer for what?
To talk about, you had said at one of the meetings that the meeting that he and Kathy were at, to have him come in after the first of the year and talk about a multi-year contract.
The Lakes Region Computer.
Oh, the computer people,
Yes.
right.
And he
His
would,
contract ends this year?
the 12th of January.
Oh,
So he was hoping to get in next week.
okay, I'm only one selectman, and Bob and I can decide. But if his contract ends on the 12th, I'm not looking for a multi-year contract, because we should put it on the street for if it's going from 1 year to multi-year. I mean, it's, so if we need to,
I work with an IT guy that, should be invited if we're gonna be putting it out.
yeah, so if we're good, well, but we can't put it out if his contract ends on the 12th. I don't need 30 days, or none of us need 30 days of no,
No, is there any reason why we can't give him a month-to-month, extension? Is there, if there's, there should be extension language.
yeah. So for the 9th, let's pull out the contract for Sawyer. And we'll read it, or maybe you could pull it out for next week and we'll read it on Friday. And let's have,
The 6th?
yeah, and have Sawyer come in on the 9th if he wants to. I mean, I'm not averse to the idea of just running it a year and put it on the street and get some more info. I mean, I hate to be pushed up to the line and then all of a sudden we have to make a decision that's, but maybe a month to month will work. I don't know. We'll have to ask him.
Well,
So at any rate,
gives him motivation.
yeah, it just doesn't give opportunity. I mean, it's, yeah, no, it gives him motivation to do the job, obviously, you're paying him, but yeah, let's look at it. Well, let's look at the contract. If it's got an extension clause, then let's just utilize it. And put him on notice that we'd like to put a 3-year, 5-year, whatever term.
Nothing
out there.
personal, nothing personal. But in my history, if a vendor maintains pricing and maintains terms, we've got no problem extending it for another year. But if we're changing terms and it's gonna change pricing,
Yeah, no, all of
then it
that,
needs,
all of
that
that
changes the,
gets added in,
yes, that changes things.
right?
So we wanna
Okay.
do 9 o'clock on the 6th?
Oh,
Or do you wanna do an afternoon?
That's a Friday, right?
He doesn't care if it's morning or afternoon, so.
oh, no, we don't have to have a meeting on the 6th. We just have to have the contract in hand when we come into.
Oh, when you
Or
sign?
the 5th.
Okay,
Thursday afternoon.
So that,
okay.
okay, so Thursday afternoon, so that we're wide awake on Monday when we meet with the guy.
Okay.
Okay.
Same thing with the phone stuff.
Yeah, the phone stuff, I'm kinda leaving it up to you, buddy. I use a Canon and a string, so
Mm-hmm.
I need some guidance on the phone.
Okay, I'll,
And
I
the staff, I
have
mean,
all
I
that
don't know where
stuff.
the staff is on the phone system, so. Let's figure that we're gonna do something this month on that. Oh, we have to put out, cause,
Where's the money coming from the phone? You said that, we could find money in here somewhere,
Yeah,
it's
it's a
like,
late
it's
in
like
the
a
day for
maintenance
that.
item.
yeah, we could, but now we don't have time to do it.
Unless we
I mean, we could encumber,
don't have an agreement.
but we don't, all we have are proposals, so we don't have an agreement yet. So no. I mean, there may be somewhere else we can find it, but we may just put a warrant article out and there it is. I mean, I'd rather not load the warrant up
Mm-hmm.
and find ourselves struggling to get what we really need because there's just too much shit in there.
Well, the phone system is more of a maintenance item. We're replacing an existing,
Then that would mean we'd have to change the operating budget if you meant to do it
Yeah.
that way, and
right,
that's,
we've already been through that. been
we're
down
gonna
that
go
road.
through it again next week.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so let's just leave it alone and see what happens. Maybe I can get 17 grand back from the police department. Okay. So, have these warrant, Cammy, have these warrant articles as they're put together here been sent off to the budget committee?
No.
They need to be, cause they're meeting next Tuesday.
That's why she wanted to make sure she retyped them and you had to look at H and,
They're meeting the 3rd, aren't they?
Yeah. Yeah,
Next week?
yeah,
Yeah, they need to have these.
yeah.
I can
H.
send them to them on Tuesday, I can shoot him off this afternoon.
Okay, yeah, let's do that. Yeah, cause they don't need the final language, all that's gotta go through
Okay,
DRA.
yep, so I'll
This
just,
is the,
my
this
copy's
is-
clean, so I'll send it to him.
this is the meat, okay. And just make a note on, you're gonna email it,
Mm-hmm,
that car one is the chief's car, but don't even bother, we'll walk through it with him on
I was gonna
Tuesday.
say, you'll be there Tuesday anyway, right?
Yeah,
So you can
I
tell him.
will, I can tell him what's going
They
on.
meet 6:30 or 6?
6:30, I think,
Yes,
yeah, what are you thinking of coming?
No, I just don't wanna be here too early, that's all.
So are you gonna come?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so
Absolutely.
make sure you post that,
notice the 3rd,
right,
Yeah, I wanna be as involved as I can be, even if it's sitting on the sideline.
yeah, no, and you have to be, cause who knows, I might have my ass thrown out next year and somebody's gonna do it. So you need to do it with some information in your head and how it goes. Yeah, all right. So, let's go through some of this signing stuff. On the hazardous mitigation grant program, I'm only seeing respectfully, does it require more than one signature?
no, all those, so I'll take care of putting this letter with the one that it goes with, but there should be 4 of these and 4, so one of them's for Sodom Road, one of them, this is Canaan.
Right, okay,
So I'll put them together with the ones, but there's 4 of these,
okay,
a signature on each.
I'll move that the chair sign on behalf of the board.
okay, so I don't have a sticky note, so. When you fill out underneath here, yeah. Just so they're clear on how we did this. Okay. One. And I'm only gonna make one sticky note, you can do it on all 4. Okay, so the next is
Excuse me.
the actual grant
Mm-hmm,
application.
mm-hmm.
The first is for
That's the
um,
first page is right here.
Canaan Road.
Yep.
Okay. Total project cost of $839,000 with a 10% share coming from the town, or $83,941.20.
So moved.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, the next one is for, 240, no, it can't be Middle Road. Union Wharf Road?
Yep.
For I missed a page, I guess. There we go. A total project cost of $768,682 with a town 10% at $76,868.
So moved.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, this is showing me with 2 signatures, so I gotta sign it again here. And I think that's the same on the other one.
You could be right.
Okay. So that's me. And then that's me again.
Good catch.
Okay, 12, 20, what is it, 28th? 29th?
9.
Okay, and you'll go through all of these just to make sure I don't have
Mhm.
to initial or do anything else.
Mm-hmm.
I can come back in tomorrow. Are you here tomorrow?
Yes.
Okay. The next grant application is for Curtis Road. Total project cost of $146,457 with a town match of $14,645.70.
So moved.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, 12.
10%'s better than 100%.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how many of these we actually got. The next
The,
one.
the 10% that we would have to pay, where does that come from?
Well, once we get the okay on the grant, then we write a warrant article for next year. So this wouldn't happen in 23. It's
24.
Be 24.
Gotcha.
Okay, the next one is for Sodom Road. Total project cost of $705,053 with a town cost of $70,505.30.
So moved.
All those in favor?
Aye.
So why can't it happen this year? Because I have to send these to him they have to have them by tomorrow.
Yeah.
Well, if they approve them and get them back to us next week,
Then we could.
then we might,
Okay.
right?
Because that was the whole reason for hitting this deadline was,
Well, it's because of the deadline on the grant. It has nothing to do with when we do the project.
okay.
I mean, and we could actually, I mean, that one we could do out of ARPA funds. I mean, there's anything that and we're a small town, we don't necessarily get them all done at once.
Mm-hmm.
And highway block grant money, if they double that again next year, we could do the Sodom Road project. So,
North Country Village.
okay, North Country Village, a payment of $37,431 out of their grant money, or $37,431. I apologize. So we're the funding and finance entity. This is the pass through on the federal grant money.
So do we pay it and then we get reimbursed?
No,
No.
this is just the money.
It's a paper trail.
Right, the manager of the grant takes this, sends it to where Washington.
On behalf of us.
On behalf of us, and then the money comes out, right. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye,
So moved.
sorry, we get sloppy on the end of the year. Okay, and then road safety audit application from the New Hampshire DOT.
That
And
is,
I just want, just before we start, the next time you go to Wolfboro, or you for that matter, and you go, don't take a right on Wambeck Road, go straight.
Mm-hmm.
And when you get to
Sugar Hill?
Sugar Hill,
hang on.
Uh-huh. Yeah, just wait. That's not even bad yet. Wait till, wait till
No.
February, March.
look up.
Look up.
Sugar Hill is a private
They have a blinking
organization.
light.
They have a blinking yellow and red light
Yeah.
hanging over the state highway.
Yes.
Something they told us could never happen up at the junction of Ledge Hill Road and 171.
Huh.
But they'll put it up for whatever political reasons. There, for a private community, to have a red light stopping you and yellow lights for the traffic on the road.
There is also one at the junction of 171 and 109 in Molten Borough.
But those are two
There's-
state roads. I'm okay with that. I mean,
Oh.
that goes into their rejection of our application to put one up on 171. But that's not even a town road up to Sugar Hill,
It's a private drive.
pretty much.
And so we applied at 171 at Four Corners and
No,
were
we had
rejected.
them in, and they
Uh-huh.
said no.
Personally said no.
Yeah, two guys from the state said no.
So with this, look
Okay.
at, I supplied them with all the information of how many, what the speed is, how many accidents, all that. So that's
Okay.
that application for that grant.
Now, just out of curiosity, I'm sure that the, what, do we have to move before we discuss?
Yeah, I'll make a motion that we sign this application.
Second for discussion?
Yep, go ahead.
So, if we're gonna be asking for a blinking light, that's what this is for, right? What are the things?
It's for something
Something.
Right,
to be done.
right.
We could use it for crosswalk at Pier 19, we could use it for blinking light at,
Right.
171.
I think the crosswalk's all set. I think that permitting is
Yeah,
done.
that's done.
Permitting is done.
Yeah. So anything that would be needed there is in the permit. You'd have to
Permitting.
adjust
Okay.
it, I guess, if you wanted to
Alright.
change it.
Okay, so this is just a grant for doing something, and it's
This
not,
is-
it's non-specific?
It's a road safety audit application. So we're giving them an audit of our safety concerns on a particular spot,
Which is that spot,
Ledge Hill
Four
Road,
Corners.
Durgan
Mhm.
Road. And they have to come back with some kind of,
And I sent it to Sean at DOT, and he said, "Great job. All you need to do is attach your."
sign and submit.
So I'm like, yes.
All right,
So perhaps a blinking light at the general store, a yellow blinking
Yeah.
light is a good idea
Yeah.
too.
any of that, some kind of speed, but we need to work one thing at a time, so. All right, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. We'll see if this has any effect too. Has there been any activity on the crosswalk?
Mm-mm.
Nobody applied? We put it on the street for RFPs, or put an RFP out there. And no one came forward to, what about the guy that everybody said he'd do it?
I haven't even called him.
We'll call him.
All right.
Did he get an invitation? Or did he get, did you direct solicit an RFP to him?
Yeah, I thought he got
That's
sent
what we were
one.
gonna do.
Okay, well, let's get that, cause I don't need to listen to that fuck bubble up there, Melvin Marina. I see they're moving the sign, I'm happy about that. Okay, the next is, Sodom Road damages letter.
This is another grant for
Right,
those particular roads.
for the storm that just recently
No.
happened. No,
This is for stuff that was previously done.
okay, so this is work that's already been done. And there are 3 of them.
3, Canaan,
What? Canaan?
Sodom, and Curtis.
Okay, so these are 3 roads where work has been done because of erosion caused by water running over the road. So it's a storm damage on these
Mhm.
3 roads. I'll make a motion, we sign those.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. You finally get to sign something, Bob. Okay, that's done. And a notice of intent to cut for map and lot of 4637.
Is there a name on it?
Bidham.
Vidum, but it's, okay, so it's their trust property, okay, so it's a intent to cut.
So moved.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, that's that. Nice. Okay, Cammy, if there's anything about this that needs fixing,
I'll call you tomorrow.
yeah, let's make sure we do it tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Um, oh, I'm sorry. Let's send a memo to the chief of police. And tell him that on or about the 9th of January, we want an explanation as to why he overspent his warrant article by $17,199.91. And he did that without asking, but you don't have to tell him, I'll tell him that when he gets-
Overspent what?
The Police Vehicle Expendable Trust Fund was overspent by $17,199.91. I'll remind him that he needs to ask before he does shit like that, but I could let Bob do it as well, cause Bob does a much nicer job of it. I mean, I don't think Andy listens to me anyway. I don't know if there's anything else we need to do, is there?
Not.
So on, oh, do we need to move that beforehand?
We never talked about, or did we do, we did Lake Road, never mind.
Okay, if we're gonna take money out of the general budget to bolster the highway department's budget for this past storm, I think we have to do it before the end of the year. I do think that.
Then we should do that today.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. So let's assume he said he's 50 grand upside down,
Mm-hmm.
so,
Do we anticipate any more legal expenses
no.
for the year?
So let's take $30,000 out of legal. And what is that? That's solid waste. He's gonna use all that. I might come up with another 10.
Can you tell me what number legal is?
4153.
Thank you.
4153. So you'll take $20,000 out of the first line, 4153, and 10,000 out of legal planning. And
Legal planning, you could probably take 15, leave 2,700 in there. I can't see any more money being spent out of that line this year.
okay,
20 from line 1 of legal, 10 from legal planning, and the 30 from,
no, that's 30,
oh, gotcha.
and we're working on the other 20.
Do you wanna do 15 from line 2?
Legal planning,
Yeah,
okay, 15. So that puts us up to 35.
yeah.
And,
Well, police department's at 90%.
yeah,
They have 46,000 left.
yeah, they're gonna spend it though, you wait and see.
Oh.
I should take 17 out of that. I really should.
You only need 15.
Or 15, take 15 out of that. So moved.
I think, okay, I'll second for discussion, but we're gonna have a tie vote,
Okay.
cause I don't wanna confuse the two issues too much. unless we've got nowhere else to go. So just let me finish looking.
Fire.
Yeah, but fire and police, it's tough to,
Mm-hmm.
we got $7 grand in conservation we could use. That brings us up to 42. And why is, $21,000 a month, so that's gonna not work. 39, 33, so he's upside down.
I'm not seeing anything else that's jumping out.
Okay, so let's take what have we got so far, Tammy, I'm sorry?
You only need to take 15. You've got 20 from legal, line number 1,
Mm-hmm,
15 from legal planning,
right, that's
Which leaves
35.
which leaves 15 if you
Okay,
added
so
50.
then we need to take, 15,000 from the ARPA funds. And that balances his budget out, hopefully. It doesn't matter if it goes in, I mean, just so that we're all, and I hate to sound like a teacher, but we're currently, $247,000 ahead of the game. Figure that 147,000 of that's gonna get spent in December, so you got 100 grand. It doesn't matter if the highway budget's totally upside down after the year closes, as long as that number isn't upside down.
I'm still looking at that 90% of the police department. How much do they average a month?
Well, what's it say?
Well, if we,
Where we got, where's police? Police department. Okay, last month he did $37,000. If you got 410,000, my calculator divided by 11,
give me those numbers again. 410,
411,000.
411 divided by
11.
11 equals 37,363.
Okay,
So we're
So-
spending, let's call it $38,000 a month
right. And he spent $37,000 in December so far.
so far.
So, and you got $46,000 sitting there.
That's why I'm thinking that you could take the 15 from there, and he'd still have money left over at the end of the year, which is in 3 days.
So this is as of the 29th, which is
Today.
today. So we only have 3 or 4 days left. Oh, their payroll is in,
Everything's done.
but that's for last week, right? The payroll.
Correct.
So they've got 1 more week of payroll coming out. And
I mean, really, it's a half a week of payroll because
well, we have holidays. So what is it?
it's
It's
two days of the new.
$17,000 a month. What's 17,000 divided by 3? It's $5,200.
56.
56.
57.
Okay, so
It's still under.
$13,000 right there.
He's sitting in the parking lot. It's like he's listening to you.
You can listen to me fucking wants. The other place he has money is new equipment. Let's do that.
Okay.
So
What?
I'm gonna make a motion that we take $10,000 out of new equipment, 4210, the police budget 4210, new equipment line, $10,000. And we need another 5, correct?
Mhm.
This is instead of ARPA, correct?
Yeah, no more ARPA.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Bob convinced me. And 5,000 out of 4210 police officer's salary. All those in favor?
Second and I.
Aye. Okay. There. Okay,
Covered.
so we've gotten the, money saved for Lake Road
Kathy's carpet.
and Kathy's carpeting. We've got the warrant articles ready to send off to the budget
I
committee.
will scan those and send them today.
Okay,
To Jane, correct?
right.
Yes.
And then the signature's done, the budget kinda balanced. I think we're good. I can't think of anything that we missed. We've got an appointment with the computer guy on the 9th, and we're gonna decide on the phone sometime next month, hopefully.
Yeah.
It's, yeah, we need to do it either the 9th or the 16th, or whatever the other date is, so that we've got time enough if we need to make a warrant article, that we can plug a warrant article into that.
I already have my opinion, but I'm gonna review
Yeah.
the three proposals one more time.
Do you
Okay.
wanna take them and they're right there in the,
Well, if you have them printed out, great.
I do.
I have them at home, but I just want,
yep.
this way if something has, like, you know, cat threw up on it or something, I know I have a copy.
I have a,
God.
I have a
That's all 3 of them.
tendency to like owning as opposed to financing. That, so
Mhm.
if you
I do
find,
too.
if you find you need to convince me to finance, you just have to convince me.
No,
That's all.
I prefer to own than to lease.
Okay,
Oh, yes.
any other equipment that we're gonna need in this place? Okay. Alright then. I'll be in, should I just stop in tomorrow?
That'd probably be a good idea.
Alright, let's just plan on that.
The meeting on the 9th, is that gonna be at 4:30
Alright,
or at 9 o'clock?
is 9's not good for you on the 9th? Is that the issue?
If we had a meeting next week, on the 3rd, it would not be good, but I think
Let me tell you what time I've put it on the calendar on the website.
it's already on. I think
Yeah.
you put it on at 9.
Well, we got plenty
I
of time.
think
to
you already
change
put it on at 9.
We only have to notice it 48 hours, so we have plenty of time to change it.
And actually, oh yeah, that's Thursday. I'm not gonna be here on the 9th.
Oh no,
I'm not even gonna, it doesn't matter what time we have it. I'm not gonna be here on the 9th.
where are you
Oh.
gonna be?
I'm gonna be off grid for 3 days.
It's for the 9th,
I'm gonna be here on
9
the
o'clock. 9 at 9.
9th.
Okay,
However,
Doesn't have to be that day, it could be,
it can be any day of the week.
I'm gonna be off Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of that week.
Okay, then let's do
Off grid, I meant to mention that earlier.
let's do a selectmen's meeting on that Friday. Is Friday morning okay?
Friday the
Uh,
13th?
Friday, nope, I have something, I have 9 o'clock at the county,
How about the 12th?
Thursday?
12th. Morning is better,
Okay.
Yep.
Then let's do it Thursday the 12th.
unless there's a commissioners meeting and I'm invited to that.
Well, tell them this is more important.
Okay,
You want
so
me to go over and tell them it's more important? It is.
So
And I-
not the 9th.
We actually can make decisions and have things happen. They think they can make decisions, but they still have to run it by the delegation. Yeah,
When it involves money and
right.
buildings and things like that, yes.
No meeting on the 9th.
Yeah. I mean, it's,
I could do the 11th in the afternoon.
it's movable.
Wednesday, the 11th in the afternoon.
Well, let's find out from Guy what his schedule is too, cause I don't need, we need 3 of us here for some of this stuff.
Yeah,
So are we saying the 12th at 9 o'clock tentatively?
Right,
Does-
or the 11th at 4:30. So let's run that by Guy, figure out which one's best for him,
yeah.
and then that's what we'll do.
I would rather do 4:30 on the 11th, only because if there's a commissioners meeting on the 12th,
Do they meet on Thursdays?
they booked it up to meet to accommodate Kim's the prosecutor's schedule. She's a state police prosecutor. Kim Tassari. She's one of the commissioners. She wanted to beat Babson.
I know. Okay, that's where we'll.
So I prefer
stay.
Wednesday the 11th at 4:30.
Okay.
And you got time, I mean, that's 2 weeks from now, so you should be able to check and see what's going on.
Yeah, I don't usually get the agenda until the Friday or Monday previous. That's when Melissa sends them out.
Yeah. Is that when they decide their agenda? Or is it?
Well, this is when she puts it together.
Yeah.
And I'll have a good idea,
Yeah,
but it won't be until the Friday prior.
yeah, that's fine. We need 48 hours notice. We're not gonna meet on Monday, so it's just a matter of where we're gonna meet and when.
So do you want me to see if Tom Sawyer can come in whatever day that?
Right.
Wednesday the 11th at 4:30,
Or Thursday at 9.
or Thursday at 9.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, find out if,
A number 1 choice and a number 2
that
choice.
doesn't give us a lot of latitude, so read the,
Because like I said, the 12th is the end of his.
we need to read the computer contract.
Yeah, I might have a copy of that in my file, but maybe you could dig it out and scan it and
Yeah.
send it
And I'll,
tomorrow.
so put that, yeah, in your tickler file, put that down, I'll be in tomorrow and pick up a copy of that.
Actually, I won't, because I'm not the one that signed off on it last year.
Doesn't matter.
I wasn't here. No, I mean, I won't have a copy of it in my
Oh,
file.
And I'm
yeah.
only gonna say, if Kathy has it, she's not gonna be here.
She can tell you where it is.
Yes,
Yeah. How long is she out?
5
she's
days.
out till Tuesday.
Okay. All right,
Well, she's off Tuesday, so she'll be back Wednesday.
sounds good. Any other business before us?
Nope.
So motion to adjourn?
I'll second. All those in favor?
Aye.
All right, so I'll be here tomorrow. There may be an occasion where I'm just